My name is QT question mark, and I just represent, oh man, that's a lot of things, man, but if I could all boil it into one, just a black man being creative as possible. Minneapolis is a hidden gem, I think. Has a like unique energy to it. It's like a melting pot of like black culture, but also you got like other type of religion or backgrounds like Spanish people, white people, whatever. But I feel like it's underrated in like a mini New York in a kind of way, like the way it's a melting pot and it a bunch of people just expressing themselves in the best way possible. A lot of like people just truly being themselves, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of Minneapolis is that, just like being original, just true to yourself and not really hiding who you are, whatever it is. If you're non-binary, if you're, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you're,
yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like that's like, if like currently, like that's something that's really, really grown and popping in the city. It's good to see because like, obviously want to see everybody be comfortable in being themselves. You don't want anybody to be ashamed for whoever they are on the inside, you know? For real.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Minneapolis is cold. It's definitely cold, but I feel like it's a hidden gem in like the music scene. Obviously, is like there's a lot of different type. Like you got Dua, you know what I mean. You got Destiny Robbers, you got Dwanell, No Good Neighbors.
Oh,
Good
facts.
friends of
Yeah,
mine
yeah.
and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a bunch. It's a lot, and I feel like it's growing every day. Every time you go out, there's somebody else throwing a show. It's a lot more accessible, I feel like, than it was maybe like 2 to 3 years ago. Like the venues are really trying to work with the scene. You know, I feel like back in the day it was like, or maybe 2, 3 years ago, it was like you got Honey, and you got whatever other little hole in the wall that you can find. And you kind of just create your community out of that, you know what I mean? But I think it's special though, for sure. The community is special here. I feel like there's like almost like a ladder now in venues, you know what I mean? Like, all right, you can do the Honeys, and that'll get you started, and like that'll get you comfortable in building your fan base and building like your community, and you can take it up to another notch, like 7th Street or Ice House or, Main Room and what other venues is it? Fine Line and all of that. You know what I mean? It's like steps
Armory.
now. Armory too. That's like, yeah, if you're
Yeah,
taking it,
your
you're
levels.
taking it up. You know what I mean? But it's possible though. You know what I mean?
Facts,
For
yeah.
sure. I'm my ancestors at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's who I am. I'm my lineage. But also I'm just, I feel like I'd like to, I'm warm, I'm welcoming. I'm not judgmental. I don't know. I'm me. I guess I really can't describe it other than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell me about your ancestors. What's your ancestry?
Well, my mom's side is like from the French Quarter, so they're like Creole, like Louisiana and stuff like that. And then pops is like Chicago. So Chicago, and as far as I go back for them, it's like Arkansas with like slavery and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm just them, you know what I mean? I'm my pops on my mom's side, go all the way back to my grandpa and grandma, you know what I mean? I'm them. But I don't know, I feel like in order to know who you are, you gotta know where you come from. And however cliche that might sound.
Period. I mean,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And as far as, I know our lineage doesn't, for me, my lineage doesn't go very back farther than slavery that I know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exact tribe or boat my people came on to come over here, you know what I mean? But I just try to embrace the family that I do know and try to get them stories and that like word of mouth from them before they go. You know what I mean?
That's
Because
the reality.
that's as close as I got.
Yeah. Let's talk about your music a little bit.
Okay?
Yeah, tell me about your style. I know you like to sing and rap.
Yeah, I live somewhere in between both. I started out just freestyling in like house parties and stuff like that, and just like straight off the dome, like rap. And I was like, this is super fun. Like maybe I'll take this serious one day.
That's how a lot of people start.
Yeah, for sure. It was just off the fun. It was just like, you know, just having all your friends around, just kicking the shit. You know what I mean? And and bouncing ideas off each other until you feel like, all right, I got some bars too. You know what I mean?
Like, and you feel confident, like, let me hop in, yeah.
Exactly. And then from that, it was being inspired by people that I seen on the scene doing their thing. You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, if they could do it, I feel like I can do it. You know what I mean? And finding my voice in it was like, all right, my mom sung, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a little bit of that, like church background and choir and stuff like that, and blend it with my love for hip hop. So I kind of try to find a balance in between that. I took it serious probably about 5 years ago when I was in a group with 2 other guys. And we was just rapping into a mattress in one of my homies' crib with a shitty computer, you know what I mean?
Been there.
For sure.
I might still be there sometimes.
Yo, for real, whatever it takes to get it out, you know what I mean? Just to share that thought.
Yeah.
For real. And then it kind of just took shape of its own. But as far as inspirations, like musically, I would say it's like 3K, Andre 3K, D'Angelo, Frank, Bobby Womack. It's kind of all over the place, like Little Dragon and Hiatus Coyote. It's kind of all over the place. I got a really eclectic palette for music. So, but all of those things inspire me, whether it be the way they deliver their melodies, or how they stack their melodies, or how they transition their music. I kind of pick all of that and try to interpret it in my own way. Oh man, word to Riley. Word to Huey, you know what I mean? And it's kind of a flip of if you ever seen Breaking Bad as well. Restaurant.
I definitely didn't grab the Breaking Bad reference. But
yeah, man.
No, I see you.
Shout out Riley and
Gotta
Huey,
get the
though.
Boondocks.
R.I.P. Pops, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Real talk.
And what about this hat? Where did this hat come from?
This is a thrift store finest right here. I don't even know what brand it is, but it's a thrift store finest for sure. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Swag.
Tell me about the album.
And Time Spent took me like 2 years to make. I went with the title In Time Spent because I felt like everybody spends time doing something, whether that's like being in a relationship, focusing on your dreams, clocking in for somebody else, whatever. And that's like the only, like, the real, like, only thing you can't get back in this world. You can get back money, you can get back whatever else, but time is like, it's final, you know what I mean? So that kind of was I try to take that and like apply that to different songs in the album and like try to bridge out and take different like times of my life, like when I was creating a record and what I was going through, and kind of laying that on wax. I love when artists put themselves into music more than just rapping to rap or sing to just sing. Put their real life experiences into the music. I find it's like I gravitate towards that a lot. But I don't know. I'm big on just trying to bring people together. That's really what I feel like I do music for, is just to bring people together.
Tell me about what you got going on with Roisin.
Oh man, shout out Roisin. That's the homie, man. Roisin, we do she's been doing this for like a year now. It's called What You're Doing at VFW in Uptown. It's like a dance party. It's her and her other. And then I host it, and I've been hosting it for like a year now. Just been helping out. I just find it. I'm like at heart I'm an MC. I love call and response. I love like getting the crowd hype and like interacting with the crowd and making sure people are engaged and dancing and having a good time. So me and her just been building on that, and she been doing her thing as always. Roisin is one of the best DJs in the city for sure. DJ Nika so dope.
Yeah. I
really love the DJ scene. I've been really like building with them this past year and like learning tips on how they bring their community together so well, and how we as musicians can bring our community together just as easy. For real. It's a lot of money in it, even locally. It's just not organized enough, I feel like. And once it's organized and like everybody can kind of make sense and see where their like fan base or whatever, like people that are trying to get their music to, once they understand that and we understand that we stronger together than apart, everything will fall into place. But
I agree.
It's gonna take some time for that, but I'm trying, man. I'm gonna make the steps towards it for sure. More music. Me and my homie Dio, we're putting a tape out probably top of the year. I'm excited about that. It's executively produced by this dude, Sleepless Blue. who's a super dope producer. And I'm also starting to showcase like an event series called Digital Fruit, which it's like my little variety pack, you know what I mean? No artificial flavor, you know what I mean? I just kind of want to bring communities together, and I took a step back this year, but 2020 we going up. So that's January 30th at 7th Street. It's gonna be a dope lineup. We got Dio, we got Mike Dose,
Hey.
my homie Zach Spearoff, and as well as Bofo Joseph. I might be fucking his name up, but he's from New York, dope MC from New York. He's flying in and coming to rock with us as well. And I got DJ Roisin on the ones and twos, and then my homie Adrian Lowen, who makes all my artwork. He gonna be selling his art there too. So we going up. This is QT question mark. I'm with Staring at the City, man. I appreciate y'all. Go streaming time sent. Holla at your boy. 2 fingers.